Alright, what's up guys? Spiderjoseph here, and showing you guys a cool way to earn lots of cash in Battlefield Hardline. A lot of people think Hotwire is your best way to go, but I got something different to show you. This is called hacker mode, and basically it gives you an entire view of the map. It gives you basically access to the whole map, access to everybody, and it's really cool. So here's what we got. Here's what you can do with it. You can do GPS spotting, which basically you can spot enemies in a certain radius depending on how much you've upgraded it. All of mine I think are version 5s. The next one we have is GPS jamming. That's also another straightforward one. That is basically just jams all the enemies in the area. It jams their radar. Then there's the Trojan, which is speed friendly interaction, slow enemy interaction, meaning basically you can steal an objective faster than the enemy, and if the enemy tries to take it, it's slower for them. The next thing we have is it basically looks for high value targets on the map. The trace battlefield, it looks for high value targets on the map and it marks them with one big scan. Then we have overclock. It basically makes it so your cooldown time to use perks such as GPS spotting and stuff like that, and make it much faster cooldown. Point of interest is just basically, mark a place where some players might get interested. Now here's the thing where we gotta use a player. You want to highlight a player, and then you can do fast deploy, which makes them deploy it makes them deploy instantly whenever they get the opportunity to deploy. It lets them deploy immediately. Then there's my personal favorite, the squad upgrade, where you can basically upgrade a player's reputation mark. So you can upgrade that, and they basically get one free rep perk. So now we're just gonna go ahead and play around with a little bit more of this. We also have hacking cameras. I think there's a gas system you can hack. They hack battle pickup, stuff like that. And as you can see, my money does go up very fast. If you're very constant, I should say. You gotta be very constant with this. You can't just put one thing in the match and expect to get a lot of money. No, you gotta be very constant with the hacking. It requires just about as much effort as it would in a Hotwire. Well, no, not really Hotwire. It actually requires just about as much work as it would if you're actually in the game. You have to be constant. You have to be thinking ahead of the game. Basically, you have to think, where do you think the players are going to attack next? Like, as you can see, E is getting taken over. I got to stop defending C and help the E attack, but that might not help because there's not a lot of enemies around it. So you got to think before you use your items. So you see D over here is getting taken over by my team, so I might just put a GPS spotting down there and a GPS jam and then reinforce it. And then it will be able to help my teammates. You just gotta be smart about what you're gonna do. Also, make sure you do mark those point of interest so people know where they should be going. Like, people who don't really play the game often, it kind of helps them know where they should be going. Make sure you're giving different players fast deploy. You don't want to just keep giving the same player the thing unless you're doing the boost method with the squad upgrade. But make sure you're giving different players different things. You can't just give one player, because if you want to actually win the match, you have to make sure you even out everybody.
Trace ready. Trojan ready.
Now, as you can see, we got some more squad upgrades. I'm just going to go ahead and pick a random person, upgrade his reputation mark.
Trojan ready.
Knock out some point of interest, maybe hack a camera over here. Be careful with the hacking cameras, because you can only have a limited amount of cameras hacked at the same time, I believe. That's what's been happening for me, at least. Every time someone runs in front of a camera, like an enemy, it actually does give the person points. This is very easy. This doesn't even require a lot of skill. You just gotta keep being constant with the stuff you're gonna throw at your teammates. Because if you're not constant, then your teammates aren't gonna be really wanting you there. So you know, the game's not going to be won if you're not helping your team. That's the whole point of the hacker. The hacker can only help. It really can't even hurt you, to be honest.
GPS jamming ready.
So yeah, that's just about all I wanted to show you. You can zoom in and stuff. You can hold L2 to look at surveillance feeds and stuff. Like, let's go off here and see. You can pan around and look at the gunfights and stuff and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's kind of just all I wanted to show you guys. Make sure you guys share this with your friends if you guys thought this was helpful. This is a very good method. I definitely recommend you try it and tell me what you think. So thank you.